Alright, welcome back to the Fantasy Football School. Today we're going to do a 2024 mock draft 4.0, 2 rounds, and let's go. Let's do this. Alright, you are on the clock. Easy, first pick, Caleb Williams. And then there's just a big gap between Drake May and Jayden Daniels for me. That all the smoke screen about Drake May being, not as good of a prospect. It's just he has too much potential than Jayden Daniels and JJ McCarthy. He just has the higher ceiling that he has to be the guy at number 2 here for the Commanders. And then New England, I don't think they like Jayden Daniels. He's too old. He's one of those new school quarterback. I think they kind of like JJ. They prefer JJ McCarthy here. So if anything, I think this where they trade back potentially. But the thing is, I don't think they also like Bo Nix or Penix later in the draft. So this is really, I think they take Marvin Harrison here. I go Marvin Harrison just because he's a generational talent. And then it's easy pick here for Arizona. Without Marvin Harrison, you got to go the next, 1B to his 1A, Malik Neighbors. And then 5 is most likely the trade up spot here for, let's see, Minnesota with the LA Chargers. Man, it's just so annoying. Go back to San Diego, man. All right, Minnesota, where are you, buddy? 1-5. So it's gonna take more than this, but just to get it, bro, come on, just to get it, worked out. So normally I would have the Vikings take JJ McCarthy, but that offense is so ready to blow up that Jayden Daniels is the more pro-ready quarterback out of Caleb Williams, that he should be the pick here. He should be the target for the Minnesota Vikings regardless. So I have him taking Jayden Daniels. Plus they have, they cannot waste 1 year of what's his name, Justin Jefferson, and just to take JJ McCarthy there. Then New York Giants. So normally Malik Neighbors falls to them here, but although Rome is, on a different tier, on a lower tier, he's not that far off. He's still a top 10 talent. And being available at 6 with all the options that are here at offense, I would also consider Brock Bowers here, because for some reason they think Waller, there's like a 70% chance Waller retires. So there's just too much big of a gap between Rome Odunze, like Brock Bowers to the next tight end, so Rome Odunze and like the next receiver. So I am gonna go kind of crazy here. I think they take Brock Bowers. This is me assuming that Waller retires. Just too good of a talent here. It's a top 5 talent in any draft. Brock Bowers. That might be too high, but it is what it is. And then Tennessee, if they really want Will Levis to succeed, they give another weapon, but the O-line is so bad, and they actually, sign Ridley, which alleviates that concern in the weapons department. So Joe Alt, the easiest pick here. Then Atlanta, with Brock Bowers not available, I think Jets trade up here for Rome Odunze, because if for some reason they pass, Rome is at 9. I'm pretty sure that's the pick for Chicago Bears. Just gotta make sure Caleb Williams is that guy and just give him the easiest path to being, an elite NFL quarterback. So the Jets jump up, helps Aaron Rodgers compete for that championship. Atlanta. 110, like a 4 should do it. Jets take Rome Odunze, and then at 7 with Chicago, still really bad. This is gonna be a crazy trade up here for me. I think if JJ McCarthy gets to like pick 8, 9, 10, I won't be shocked if Chicago trades back and gets another pick from, where are you at? What is your name again? New England Patriots. Where are you? New England. There you go. So it's gonna take 234 and next year's first, which kind of pricey because that pick might be the 101 again. But next year quarterback class is not great, at least looking at right now. And JJ McCarthy might be the best quarterback prospect if he came out next year. So I think 2 is kind of pricey. Maybe 3. Maybe let's do 3 because 2 is kind of pricey. 3 and a future first is definitely, bro. Come on, just get it across. All right. So 3 and a tie pick next year. So actually, if New England really wants JJ McCarthy, I think they have to give up both 234 and a future first, and they get a third back, maybe a second, but let's just get it over here. Boom, let's go. New England back in the top 10. Take JJ McCarthy and Marvin Harrison. That's a nice draft. Only problem is they don't have a first next year, so oof. And Atlanta, they get Dallas Turner. Even if they traded back, he would have won the pick. If he wasn't available, it would have been Jared Verse or Latu. So Dallas Turner here. But the thing is, they're trying to compete now in Dallas. Although he has the most potential, he might take a year or two to like get going. So I might lean Jared Verse, but I think they take Dallas Turner here. They might go Quinyon Mitchell to pair up, but they really need edge help. You know what? Let's go wild here. Quinyon Mitchell, just 2 lockdown corners on each side. Let's go. Let's do it. Chargers, they definitely want to build the trenches, and Fashanu is the best available tackle. Denver, no generational prospect available. I think they trade back, and Indy trade up here to get a corner. So Denver trade back, Indy trade up just to jump somebody. 5th should do it. No, 3rd. Okay, they get Terran Arnold. Boom, Terran Arnold. Then Vegas, they need to help on that right tackle. One of their tackle left, and although they have decent depth, they're not, in the level that Buaga is. They also need edge help, but I think they give the offense a boost here with Buaga. And New Orleans, like with Dallas Turner available and Cam Jordan getting old, I think this is a perfect fit here. Then Denver trading back. I think they trade back again here. So New Orleans on Denver trades back with a wide receiver needy team in the Buffalo Bills. 115 and 128. They'll probably get a 2nd next year and like a 4th this year. So let's do this. Boom. And with a Buffalo really needing that wide receiver 1, although I love like Brian Thomas could be a wide receiver 1, I think Adonai Mitchell has a better chance because he's already a pretty good route runner, pretty much in that level of Stephon Diggs in terms of projection. So I'm gonna take Adonai Mitchell here. Everyone probably hate that because he could have been available, in the early 20s. I'm like, see how high he's gonna go. So anyway, Seattle, they need interior linemen. Botnu should be a perfect fit. He could play interior because he has kind of short arms. So, and then Jaguars, no elite corner left. Oof, like DeJean is not for the top 20 pick. I think he's like a 20. Nate Wiggins, I love Nate Wiggins, but man, I think we go Brian Thomas here. Brian Thomas Jr. Cincinnati gets sniped. They need interior line. They need O-line. I've been giving him O-line, but let's give him Byron Murphy on this one because they're trying to. They did sign like what's his name? The dude from the O-line, so that should alleviate that for this year. And then they'll have money left next year because T. Higgins gonna be off the book. So then the LA Rams. Normally it's Byron Murphy, but Jerzon Newman being available is also good here. But I think they go Laiatu, like Jared Verse or Laiatu Latu here. I like them both. I actually like Latu a little bit more, I'm gonna go Leal to Latu here. Keep him home. Used to LA. Keep him in LA. Then boom, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh really needs a receiver also, but actually this might be a good spot for the speedster that is Xavier Worthy. Let's see Cooper DeJean, Nate Wiggins. I think they need some help at wide receiver. They only have Pickens and like Calvin Austin, so I'm gonna go Xavier Worthy here. Boom. And Miami, they need center, interior line. Best available interior lineman is Graham Barton. So let's go. Philly just run to the podium and gets Nate Wiggins. LA Chargers, they got Fashanu. They still got two good edge players, so I'm gonna have him go corner here and Kool-Aid McKinstry. Then Dallas, Jared Verse being still available. It's kind of I think where Jared Verse go. No, normal, like they can't let him fall this much. Because apparently there's a chance Michael Parsons might be on the move if they're gonna rebuild. So although Jared Verse is like only like 2 years younger than Michael Parsons, but this is too much value at this point. Interior O-line, it's Jackson Powers. Ooh, actually I'm gonna go kind of wild here. Go Jackson Powers Johnson. Boom. Then Green Bay, I never know who to give them. Jared Verse would fit. I think Jared Verse, they would just run to the pony for Jared Verse here. Tampa gets sniped. They also need corner help. Cooper DeJean's a good pick here. Very versatile. Arizona, interior D-line has help. They need edge. I think they go Chop Robbins. Jerson Newton or Chop Robinson here. Alright, we'll go Jerson Newton. Boom. Alright. And then Denver finally on the clock again. I think they go Bo Nix. Just a much better fit in Peyton's offense. And then Detroit, they need corner and edge. They also need a third wide receiver, but they really need a corner because that one dude just ruined his life because he can't control his emotion. I keep giving him Rakestraw, but I think I'll give him Chop Robinson. Although they're trying to win now, so Ennis Rakestraw plug and play starter. So let's go Ennis Rakestraw there. And then Baltimore, JC Latham being available with the steal of a pick here. Boom. And then San Francisco also need tackle help, so Marius Mims, perfect pick here. KC, Lad McConkey and KC, but Lad and Rashee Rice kind of similar player. Troy Franklin would be a good outside receiver to comp, but they need that alpha guy, and Keon Coleman can be that alpha guy. Carolina, first pick of the draft, welcome. They need edge help, and Chop Robinson has a lot of ceiling. One of the most ceiling outside of Dallas Turner in this draft, and they are kind of young, so they need someone that can learn from what's his name, Davian Clowney. Even though, like, what are you really gonna learn? He hasn't really been elite at rushing the passer in his career, but it's one of those elite run stuffer though. Stuffer. Chicago, welcome back. They got Caleb first, and they still get a plethora of decent receivers here. So they got two good outside receivers and Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. Lad would be perfect slot receiver here. Boom. Perfect. I think this worked out for them. They got a first next year, and they still get like a pretty good wide receiver prospect to add in the group that won't, like, because they have Keenan Allen for this year, so last year to learn. And then they got receivers, they got D-line. Let's give them an O-line here with Tyler Guyton. Also need edge help, but I like Jordan Morgan also. Let's keep Jordan Morgan in Arizona there. Washington, they need OT help. Tyler Guyton's a steal at this point. And then Chargers, having a good draft for Shanu, Kool-Aid. They do need a receiver. Is it Roman Wilson? We're just gonna do Roman Wilson here. I think Pearsall fits them better perfectly. They don't have a good slot receiver right now, and Pearsall would be a good plug and play there. Tennessee, we gave them Joe Alt. They do need edge help. They do need D-line help. Fisk would be a good pick here, but with Darius Robinson still on the board, he should be the pick. In Carolina, we got him edge help. Now we need wide receiver. So anyone that would fit. So they got Deontay. They need a speed guy. So Deontay and Troy Franklin are kind of similar players. So I think Roman Wilson. Actually, Xavier Legette. Why is he ranked so low in this? He's like a early second prospect. So Legette is perfect here. He's that big body on the outside that Mingo was supposed to be, but Mingo is more of a big slot guy in the NFL. On Washington, they need a third receiver to help Drake May. Troy Franklin and Jahan Dotson are kind of similar. I think I go Troy Franklin here. Give him his Josh Downs, like I always say. And Green Bay, they love them their RAS horse, so Braden Fisk. It's the easiest pick there. And Houston really needed D-line help, but fortunately got sniped. Give him Edgerrin Cooper here. In Atlanta, you got Quinyon Mitchell in the first. Let's give him another. They need safety help. They need wide receiver. They're good at receiver though, but they only have 2 legit ones. And Roman Wilson, because although Mooney's kind of small, he plays outside, similar position that Roman Wilson. They need someone in the slot. So I think they go safety or edge. Let's give them edge here. Where's no edge players available? Von Bullard. Chris Braswell's a good kind of a reach. I think Braswell, definitely Braswell here. Then Vegas Raiders. This is the easy pick available here. New Orleans Saints. They need O-line help, so this is perfect. I normally give them O-line in the first round, but since we didn't go O-line, that was a good pick. And then Indianapolis went corner. They need... Oh, this would be a perfect spot for Roman Wilson. Take over Alec Pierce, because he's been terrible in the NFL. And we got Brock Bowers. Oof. Down. Actually, Tess Walker, perfect fit here. Let's go. One of my favorite players in this draft. Then my Jacksonville Jaguars. Lassiter, ooh, too slow. We got a receiver in the first. We need another corner. We also need interior D-line. The last corner left. Ooh, I do not like any of these. So we're gonna go D-line here. Where are you at, my boy? Where's T'Vondre Sweat? Although, Sweat is a freaking idiot. I think we go Chris Jenkins. All right, Cincinnati Bengals. We went D-line, so does it have any? Actually, Jatavian Sanders is perfect here because they signed Mike Gesicki, and Gesicki is just that 1-year rental kind of player. Philly needs interior help. Zach Fraser would have perfect here. Pittsburgh, we gave him a wide receiver. Lassiter is too slow, man. I think Max Melton's a better fit than Sanders still. Let's go Max Melton. LA Rams, so they got their cornerback from the Jaguars. So, and then we gave him edge. Junior Colston. They do D-line help. Is there any good D-line? Oh, T'Vondre Sweat would be perfect here. They just need, help him with his issues. In Philly, we got corner, interior O-line. Let's give him one of the better athletes in this draft. And then Cleveland, welcome to the draft. They do need D-line and linebacker help. They just got sniped with Peyton Wilson, so Junior Colson is not a bad option here, so we're gonna go with him. Then Miami, we gave them interior line. Why do they need wide receiver help? They need line and interior line help. So let's see who's the best available OT here. Patrick Paul, I don't know who that is. What about interior O-line? Now we got him interior O-line. I think this dude from Yale has been getting a lot of hype, but pick 55. They do need corner help, like back end. I think Mike Sanders still would be perfect here. Just falling too far. Then Dallas, running back, Jonathan Brooks, too easy. Tampa Bay, Cooper DeJean. They need safety help too. I like Bullard more than Tyler Nubin, so I'm gonna go Bullard here. In Green Bay, we gave them like a bunch of elite athletes. They do need corner, and Lassiter is not their dude, so I think TJ Tampa should be a much better option for them. And Houston, Marshawn Nealon, easy pick. Buffalo went receiver first. Second, they need back end help. This should be a good spot for Nubin. Then Detroit, we gave him corner. Should we double down on corner? Malachi Corley doesn't fit there. Let's give interior O-line. Patrick Paul. I don't know who Patrick Paul is. I think this dude from Yale is a much better prospect. Let's go this dude, Kieran. Then Baltimore, ending of the draft here, we gave him JC Latham. I think let's give him their Deebo Samuel and Malachi Corley. Boom. And then San Francisco 49ers, we gave them interior line. Or did they go take Trey Benson? Nah. Who's their slot receiver? There's a chance. What's his name? Actually, let's give him Cooper Beebe. I didn't know he was still available. One of like a early mid-second grade on that interior line there. And then Super Bowl back-to-back champ. They lost their corner. Lassiter. I think they go edge. Braylon Trice. I do like Braylon Trice. I gave him what's his name last time for running back. Do a recap. We got Arizona Cardinals, Neighbors, Jerson, Morgan. Falcons got Quinyon Mitchell, Chris Braswell. Ravens got Latham, Malachi Corley in the second. Buffalo got AD Mitchell, Tyler Newman. Panthers got Chop Robinson, Xavier Legette. Bears got Caleb and Ladd. Cincinnati, Byron Murphy, Jatavian Sanders, Junior Colston. Dallas got line. You got JPJ, Jonathan Brooks. Denver got Bo Nix. And then Detroit got Ennis Rakestraw, Kieran. Packers had a good draft. Jared Verse, Fisk, TJ Tampa. Wait, where'd he go? And then Houston Texans got Cooper, Marshawn Nealon. Colts got their corner of the future, Arnold, and an elite outside wide receiver to replace. Then my Jaguars, Brian Thomas, Chris Jenkins. Nah, we still need a corner. Super Bowl champs got Keon Coleman. Wait, what? No, I forgot they got Johnny Wilson. Honestly, I think I would have given Braylon Trice there. I can't go back. So, anyways, I forgot they got Keon Coleman. So that should have been. Alright, boys. I guess Raiders, Fuaga, and Michael Penix. That's a pretty good draft. Chargers had a pretty good draft. Fashanu, Kool-Aid, Pearsall. Rams, Latu, Savondre Sweat, building that D-line. Miami, interior, got Sanders still, Barton, both plug and play. Viking got their quarterback of the future, Jaden Daniels. New England got their quarterback and wide receiver of the future. That stack is going to be elite. Saints got edge and OT. Then we got Rome for New York Jets. Giants got Brock. They're trying to help Daniel Jones here. Give him his last year to prove he is the franchise quarterback. And Eagles had a good draft. Wiggins, Frazier, Payne Wilson. Pittsburgh got Xavier and Max Melton. Niners got Amaris Mims, Cooper Beebe, just beefing up that O-line. Seahawks beefing up that O-line. Tampa, back end help, DV help. Tennessee Titans, Joe Alt and edge. And finally the Commanders got Drake May, Tyler Guy, and Troy Franklin. Pretty good draft. Yeah, except at the end where I stupidly took Johnny Wilson. So that should have been, like I said, D-line help. But that's it. See you on the next one. Peace.